Hello and welcome to another Luminar Coffee Break. I'm your host, Vanelli. Now, our topic today is New User Friday. And what I want to do is show, especially users, how to quickly and efficiently edit images right in. So let's jump right in. All right. So here I have a few of my images that I'll start with. Now, this image right, let's see here. So I started with this image here right out of the camera. The image didn't come out, I mean, it looks good, but there's just this lacking detail and it's lacking contrast. So instead of starting with templates, it's the first place I'd recommend for new beginners to begin. Let's jump over here to the Edit tab, and right here to Essentials, Accent AI. I'm going to drag that slider all the way to the right, and look at that. Instantly, the image looks amazing. Look at that, before and after. So when you're first starting out and you want to learn what all these tools do, Accent AI, that's the number one tool that's going to make any image look its best. And then, of course, I can grab the sky. Look at that. So it looked like there was no sky there, and now I can make the sky look even better. Now, I don't need to stop there. Once I have that looking really good, I could come down here to light. Now, the light module is the, the light module will be your development tools, a traditional development tool, all right? So look at all of these buttons and dials. There's a lot there. Well, Accent AI is the tool that actually kind of took over where the light tool is. But the light tool lets you process it just a bit further, especially if it's a raw file, all right? So now that we have a raw file here, I can come over and I can actually change the camera profile and select a different profile. I can also come over here and change the white balance. But what I'm more concerned with is coming right down here, and I want to enrich the blacks. Look at that. And out of all of these sliders, that smart contrast is the one that's really going to give that little extra AI boost to this image. So over here, the Accent AI, that is an AI tool, which means that tool analyzes each image independently and makes adjustments based on what the image looks like. The light tool is very similar to traditional tools to where it takes an actual value. So this value of -54 would be applied to this image and looks great, but if I copy and apply it to another image, in fact, let's do that. I'll right click, adjustment, copy the adjustment. Even if the other image doesn't need it to be -54, it'll still apply -54 because it's a hard value. Whereas over here, I pull it right to 147, it's going to look at, let's say, this image here. And since there's no sky in the image, I'm going to paste it, adjustment, paste. It's not going to apply the sky part of the values because there's no sky into it. So let's give it a second to edit. And one moment. Adjustment and paste that adjustment. There it goes. So look what it just did. So it applied the same values that we used before. Here's before. Here's after. Look how it does a great job with it. But because there's no sky in this image, it's not going to, right up here, it's not going to apply that part of the tool to it. So it's that aware. Now I'm going to come back over here to lighten. And because this is probably shot with a different camera, let me change this and see what that looks like. Ooh, that looks good. I'm going to adjust a little bit further and warm it up, and we're set. So the whole goal behind all of this especially when you first start out right away with the Accent AI tool, and that is one of the smartest tools that you'll have in your arsenal. And that one tool alone, let me adjust all this for you. I'm going to revert to the original. So this is what the original looks like. Accent AI, adjust it, look at that. Get the image looking where you want it. Then come down here to light. Let's see, we'll enrich the blacks a little bit. And I can even bring out some of the shadows in the bird with the bird. Look at that. And then we're set. So again, before and after. All right? So that's how, again, when you're first starting out as a beginner, how you can make your images look absolutely amazing without using the template tool. So again, in fact, let me jump into the template for a moment. This is what I would recommend. The templates are going to look at your image overall, and it's going to analyze it and think which tools will look its best. Oh, it knew there was an animal in here. So if I clicked on the animal template, and I can just sift right through these. Ooh, that looks nice. Look, oh, I like that as a new style to it. That looks good. And black and white always looks great. There we have it. But that has a little, I love the black and white here. And I still have the option of coming back over and making changes. And sure enough, it added some grain to this. Well, I can shut that off. And there it is. So what I'm getting at is, as a beginner, you're wondering where to start. Start with the templates first. Let the templates help guide you on what will make the image look great. But if you just want to dive right in without the templates, make sure you check out Accent AI and let that be your best friend to enhance and develop your images. Well, hey, I'm Vanelli. I'll thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next coffee break.